Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Erika Jayne is giving Dorit some tough advice about her separation based on her own experience with a messy divorce. In the above preview for Season 14, Episode 10 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Erika doesn't hold back while discussing Dorit's separation from Paul P.K. Kemsley and seemingly encourages her friend to file for divorce. "Dorit, I worry about you. I really do. I'm sorry you're going through this, but I cannot sit here and bulls with you while I know what's coming for you. I wouldn't be a good friend," Erika tells Dorit while they are sitting down to dinner with Bozoma St. John and Kathy Hilton. "You've begged for honesty, and I'm gonna give it to you. You have to protect yourself. You have to go. Hold on a second. The price of poker has completely changed. This is not my partner. This is not my friend. This is my adversary now." For a second, Erika pauses to say she's getting goosebumps. Though they don't say much, Kathy and Boz look onto the conversation in approval, adding a nod or yes every once in a while. "Let me tell you, that is a f***ed-up place to be. But that is where you are," Erika continues. "And I don't know any other way to say that to you. You have to be proactive. I'm telling you right now. If you don't make these decisions, life will make it for you. He will make it for you," Erika echoes. "Please be proactive." And I'm preaching to myself as much as I'm preaching to you because I could have done a better job for myself. But I was paralyzed by fear and I waited until the last minute. And I shouldn't have. Though Erika gives the big speech, businesswoman Boz also has some advice to share. "Yes, don't get to the place of being desperate. Desperation breeds no good strategy, girl," she says. "That's what I've heard in business." "Oh gosh," Dorit responds before adding some stronger words in her confessional. "I know this. If I have to go to war, I will go to war," she says. "Once you get to that headspace, it's not going to be easy to pull me back." "Don't you think I have to be sure I don't want to go back?" she asks her friends, to which Erika states, "He doesn't want you back." To see what happens next, and what prompted the conversation in the first place, tune into RHOBH Tuesday, February 4. Episodes air on Bravo Tuesdays at 8/7. You can catch up the next day on Peacock. We as a couple have been subject to a lot of speculation about our marriage. We've had our struggles over the last few years and continue to work through them as two people who love each other and share two amazing children together, the since-deleted post-raid. To safeguard our deep friendship and maintain a harmonious environment for our children, we have made the mutual and difficult decision to take some time apart and reevaluate our relationship while we prioritize our children. We appreciate your love and support while we continue to do the work necessary throughout this journey. With love, Dorit and PK. It was another glamorous evening in Beverly Hills, but beneath the shimmering chandeliers and designer gowns, tension crackled like an unlit fuse. The ladies of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills had gathered at a private rooftop lounge, sipping champagne as the city twinkled beneath them. But despite the luxurious setting, Dorit Kemsley's mind was elsewhere. Her marriage to PK had been in limbo for months, and she was desperate for clarity. Unfortunately, clarity was about to arrive in the most brutal way possible. Erika Jayne, never one to sugarcoat reality, leaned in, her sharp gaze locking onto Dorit's troubled eyes. "Dorit," she began, swirling her champagne, "how long are you going to keep pretending?" Dorit blinked, feigning innocence. "Pretending about what, Erika?" Erika set her glass down with a deliberate clink. "About PK, about your marriage, about the fact that he doesn't want you back." Gasps rippled around the table. Sutton Strack choked on her drink, while Gasselblovice raised an eyebrow, clearly intrigued. Kyle Richards, the peacemaker, reached for Dorit's hand, but she pulled away. Dorit's lips trembled, but she held firm. "That's not true," she said, voice barely above a whisper. "PK and I are working things out. We just need time." Erika tilted her head, exuding a mixture of pity and exasperation. "Babe, he's not working on anything. He's out. He's been out." A heavy silence settled over the group. Even Crystal Minkoff, who often stayed out of the messiest drama, looked like she was rethinking her life choices for showing up that night. "I don't believe you," Dorit finally said, her voice gaining strength. "PK loves me. We have a family, a life together." Erika sighed, leaning back. "You're not listening. Love doesn't always mean someone wants to be with you. PK is out there, living his life like a single man. He's not coming home at night, is he?" Dorit's throat tightened. She knew exactly what Erika was talking about. The late nights, the unanswered calls, the whispers, The way PK had been dodging real conversations, but hearing it so plainly, so definitively, made it real in a way she wasn't ready for. Kyle, always protective of Dorit, finally spoke up. "Erika, maybe this isn't the time." "No, Kyle, it is the time," Erika interrupted, her voice firm. "I've been in denial before. I told myself lies to protect my own heart, but it doesn't help. It just delays the inevitable." Dorit stood, pushing back her chair. Her hands trembled as she gripped the edge of the table. "You don't know everything, Erika. You don't know what PK and I talk about behind closed doors." Erika's expression softened just slightly. "Then tell me, Dorit, when was the last time he looked you in the eye and said he wanted to fight for this marriage?" The truth hit Dorit like a tidal wave. She thought back to the last few months, how distant PK had become, how their conversations had turned transactional, about the kids, about logistics, but never about them, never about love. Tears welled in her eyes, but she refused to let them fall. Not here, not now, not in front of them. She turned, grabbing her clutch. "Excuse me," she muttered, walking swiftly toward the exit. The table remained silent, the weight of Erika's words settling over them all. Garcelle finally exhaled. "Well, damn." Erika picked up her champagne glass and took a sip. She needed to hear it. Kyla shook her head, watching Dorit disappear into the night. "Yeah, but was that the way to do it?" Erika's lips curled into a knowing smile. "Sometimes, the truth has to hurt before it can set you free." The chandeliers in the Beverly Hills restaurant sparkled like diamonds, casting an ethereal glow on Erika Jayne's perfectly contoured face. Across from her, Dorit Kemsley sat frozen, her manicured fingers tightening around the stem of her champagne flute. The clinking of glasses and murmured conversations from other patrons faded into the background as Erika delivered the words that would shatter Dorit's carefully curated illusion. Dorit blinked rapidly, as though trying to process Erika's declaration. A nervous chuckle escaped her lips, but it died the moment she met Erika's piercing gaze. "That's ridiculous. PK and I are just working through things." Erika let out a low, knowing laugh, shaking her head as she swilled her drink. "Working through what, Dorit? He's been living in a different house for months. He's been seen at all these parties, talking to everyone but you." Dorit swallowed, heat rising to her cheeks. This wasn't how tonight was supposed to go. She had agreed to dinner with Erika hoping for a bit of a pep talk, a little reassurance that this was just a rough patch, one of many. Instead, Erika had just sliced through her delusions with the precision of a scalpel. "You don't know what's going on between us," Dorit countered, her voice sharper now. "PK and I have been together for years. He's my husband, the father of my children. And yet, he's treating you like an ex-wife already." Erika shot back, leaning forward. "Come on, Dorit. Open your eyes. How many times have you called him only for it to go straight to voicemail? How often do you have to hear about his whereabouts from other people instead of him?" Dorit opened her mouth, then closed it. She hated that Erika was voicing the thoughts she had spent weeks pushing aside. PK had been distant. His excuses had piled up. Business trips, late meetings, exhaustion. But hadn't she done the same in the past? Hadn't they both made sacrifices for their marriage? "Marriage is complicated," Dorit said finally, grasping for something solid. "You should know that. You went for